exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cougars here on Madden 22. That is right. We are entering the final season. Can you believe it? Can you believe we've gotten to this point? When I first started the Chicago Cougars, when I put that first video out there, this was just going to be a bridge series. I had already done the Patriots 10-year challenge thing where I played a season per episode and won as many championships as I possibly could, and I did all that. I had already done that, but this series I was just going to do as kind of like a throw-in, just because we were waiting on the scouting update, and that was when I was going to launch the Legends Fantasy Draft series, and I eventually did launch that series. But when I put out that first video, where I simulated the first full season and we officially became the Chicago Cougars and we went through that off season and we did all that stuff in the draft and all that kind of stuff, I had no idea that it was going to take off like it did. That video right now has almost 11,000 views. It's pretty close. It might be there now by the time this video goes up. It could still be in the high 10,000s, but that video is almost to 11,000 views. That is absolutely crazy. By far my highest viewed video of all time. By far my most viewed video of all time by like anybody that's not even subscribed here. Like I get so many subscriptions just from people from the Cougars. This series has changed my life. This series has changed the channel. And that is why next year on Madden 23, I guess I shouldn't say next year because that sounds like a long time ago, a long time from now. In August, when Madden 23 drops, we are going to be doing another relocation franchise. The Cougars, I don't want to spoil too much, but I have officially picked, I know I kind of sprinkled in some of these details in a past video, but the details have finally been ironed out. The franchise has been confirmed. I know the team that I'm going to be taking over, and I know the team that I'm going to be moving from place to new place to be the new relocation team. And I'm just going to let you know right now that the Cougars are not going away. The Cougars will not be the team that I take over again. We're not going to be doing another year of, or another cycle, Madden cycle, of Chicago Cougars football. But they are not going away. They will still be in the NFL in Madden 23. So that's all I'm going to say on that. You can look forward to that coming. It's coming pretty soon. That's why I've been putting out so many Cougars videos in quick succession, like 2 a week now instead of just the usual 1 a week that it was previously, because I'm trying to get this final season out before Madden 23 drops so that we can jump right into the new relocation franchise. So I just wanted to let you guys in on the little bit of behind the scenes stuff that's going on right now. I'm super excited for that. I want to say so many thank yous to every single person that has joined the channel solely because they enjoyed the Chicago Cougar stuff. I get so many comments on a daily basis saying like, oh, I found your channel because of the Cougars. I watched all your videos on the Chicago Cougars. You got so many cool videos on the Chicago, like so many things that have just absolutely blown my mind. I did not think when I first did this series, when I first put out that initial video, that it would become the success that it's become. It's absolutely crazy. I think the first 6 videos in the series have over 1,000 views, which is just absolutely mind-blowing to me. I couldn't possibly believe that until I actually look at it. And I still can't even really believe that. So I just want to say unbelievable thanks. Oh, I almost dropped my controller there. Unbelievable thanks to you guys for supporting the Chicago Cougars in such a way that has actually changed this channel, because the Legends Fantasy Draft series was the main series in Madden on my channel. Maybe now it's not. Maybe it's a secondary thing, because relocation might become the new thing. I don't know. We'll find out in Madden 23. We'll find out. But I just want to say thank you to everybody who has joined the Juice Club with the Cougars, because of the Cougars. So my eternal gratitude is to you guys for joining the Juice Club solely based on the Chicago Cougars. Now, with all that out of the way, we've got to talk about the final season, because the final season is where it gets spicy. So not only is this going to be a normal regular season, but I'm adding a twist. And I've thought about this for a while. I wanted it to incorporate it into one of my series on the main channel. Now, a lot of you may not know, but I have a second channel, which is solely based on NBA 2K content. It is called World of Juice Hoops. It is linked on the channel. It's not going to be linked in the description of this video, but if you go to my channel page on my channel, the channel tab on my page, you can find the World of Juice Hoops channel linked there. It is solely 2K content. I've got 3 series currently running on the channel, and one of those series I am doing a flashback rebuild where I start with a team. In this case, it was the Los Angeles Lakers, and every year we spin a wheel to find out what draft class we're going to be drafting in that specific year. So let's say you spin the wheel and you get the 2003 draft class, the LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony class. So, and then you load in that draft class, and then in that offseason, that's the draft class that you're going to be drafted. And then the next season, you spin the wheel, and so on and so on. You guys get the picture. So for this, it's not going to be like that. But for this, I want to take the wheel aspect of that, and I want to put it into this series for the final season, just to spice things up a little bit. I teased this a couple of months ago on the channel and in the community tab, and I finally have ironed it out. And I shouldn't say ironed it out, because it's not done yet. It can always be changed. It's fluid. It can change. You guys can add suggestions, whatever you want. Think of it kind of like, you know how MMG does Wheel of Mutt? He's kind of known for Wheel of Mutt, and he does the wheel spins on that. And your boy Pizza does a wheel spin fantasy draft series or whatever he's doing on his channel. There's a lot of YouTubers that I've kind of gotten ideas from that I've seen over the time that have done wheel spin videos. And I've kind of incorporated little pieces from that and stuff into my own thing, and that's what we're going to be doing in this series. It's only going to be in this season. I have not fully decided if I want to bring it to the start of the new Relocation franchise in Madden 23. If you guys want to see that for the start for Season 1, then let me know down below in the comments if you want to see a wheel spin throughout the entirety of the series, or if you just want to see it for, if you don't care for it, then I won't bring it back, but let me know. So basically what we're going to be doing is, and I should get you guys right into the video. So I'll talk about the wheel spin when we get into the actual video. Let's end the intro because it's getting kind of long. So hope you guys do go and enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get right into it. Okay, so as I mentioned, I wanted to bring the wheel spin to you guys. So I'm going to quickly bring up the wheel spin for you, and we are going to take a look at it. It is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So here you go. We've got the wheel spin here, and I've got these things right here. I could go into full screen, but I'm not going to do that just yet. So we're going to go through what's on the wheel first, and then we will go into full screen, and then we'll spin the wheel for this video. So basically what we're going to be doing in this final season is we're going to be spinning the wheel before every single game, and whatever it lands on, we have to do before or after, I guess, in some cases, the game. So some of them are good, like we have here, trade for a skill position player under 25. So that's pretty useful. We could do that. There are some bad ones here, like this bottom one down here that was a fans or a subscription entry, which is make the opposing quarterback 99 for a game, and then if we win, it's back to the original stats, and then if we lose, they stay a 99, plus they get an X factor if they don't already have one. So that is a bad one. So there's a lot of different things. We've got no running for an entire half, so we can't run the football with Trey Lance. We can't run the football with Jonathan Taylor for an entire half of football. Same thing for passing, but there's also a lot of dev upgrades. There's a lot of dev upgrade possibilities. So we have, where's the first one? Here it is. Gain 1 dev upgrade for every 100 yards receiving with a player. That could be receiving with a running back, or it could be receiving with a wide receiver. Now, if you think that that's too easy, I can certainly bump it up to maybe like 250 for a dev upgrade, or maybe 300. Like let me know if 100 is too easy or too small of a number. I can certainly bump it up. It doesn't have to, like I said, it's fluid. It doesn't have to, this is not going to be the guaranteed thing for the entire season. But there's also a bad one. So if like Jonathan Taylor gets tackled, or I guess it doesn't have to be Jonathan Taylor, or maybe it could be. I haven't really worked this one out fully yet, but lose 1 dev trait for every 5 tackle for losses. So I was thinking initially that it was every 5 tackle for losses as a team. So like if say we're playing the Cleveland Browns in this video, and the Cleveland Browns tackle us 5 separate times for loss, then I'd have to like choose a player to lose a dev grade. I haven't fully decided if that's what it is, or maybe if Jonathan Taylor specifically gets tackled 5 times for a loss, then he loses an upgrade, or same thing with Trey Lance, or so on and so on. So like I haven't fully decided which way I want to go with that. Hopefully we don't get it in this episode, so I don't have to decide right now. But there's also a bad one, like release a starter to free agency. That would suck. Trade for a first round pick, which isn't going to be really useful now because it's the final season. So I guess we could use that in a potential trade for another thing. Trade for a 90+ player, trade away a 90+ player. We don't have a lot of 90+ players, so that could be very interesting. That could be very crucial to this thing. Trade away a first round pick. That's going to be interesting because I already traded away our first round pick for this upcoming draft. We should have a first round pick for the next season's upcoming draft, but that should be the only first round pick we have. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for the things. Obviously, I can add more. As you can see, I can tab down and I can add more. So if you guys want to add different challenges that we get in the wheel spin, I can certainly do that. Feel free to comment that down below. But now that we've gone over kind of what's on the wheel, we can spin the wheel for the first time, and now I will go into full screen mode, and we will spin the wheel for the first time in the series and see what our first challenge is going to be. So I hope you guys are excited. I'm kind of excited. I'm curious to see what we're going to get. I'm kind of nervous too. Spin the wheel, ready, go. Okay, the wheel has been spun. I don't know what we're going to get. It is going to be trade for a first round pick, it looks like. Yes, it's going to be trade for a first round pick. Now, I'm not going to be removing anything, so we could get that again during the season. So now, trading for a first round pick is very, very interesting because I never specified if it had to be a first round pick for this upcoming draft. It could be a first round pick player, somebody that was drafted in the first round of a draft. I kind of played fast and loose with the rules there. It's my wheel. What are you talking about? So we've got to go and start off season number 4 with a trade, and we've got to try and trade for a first round pick. It could be a first round pick, an actual pick, or it could be a player that was drafted in the first round. I've got to make that decision. What do we need? We need a middle linebacker. There have been middle linebackers taken in the first round. Russ Telfer and Darryl Royals have been very solid players for us, but in this final season, I don't know if they're going to cut it. So let's take a look around the league and look for some middle linebackers. Roquan Smith is a first-round pick. Tremaine Edmonds, I don't think was a first. He might have been a first-round pick. I'm not really 100% sure. Devin White, I know for a fact, was a first-round pick. Let's go elsewhere around the league. Who else intrigues me? Deion Jones, was he a first-round pick? I'm not 100% sure. He might have been. Fred Warner, I definitely don't think was. Miles Jack was. Anybody else? Jalen Smith was not. Devin Bush. Was Devin Bush a first? I don't think Devin Bush was a first-round pick. Rashaan Evans. Okay. How hard is it to trade for Mr. Roquan Smith? I'll throw you Russ Telfer. This trade would put your team over the salary cap if accepted. Oh, we have to go deal with the salary cap. Roquan Smith might be making a little bit too much money. We would have to throw in a player that's making a lot, and I don't know if we have anybody that I'm willing to give up that's making a ton of money. I don't think the only guy that makes a lot of money that I even think about is Justin Reed, but I don't really want to give him up. Our running backs aren't making a ton of money. Our wide receivers are making money, but I don't really want to give them up. Obviously, we're keeping Terry McLaurin. This is very, very difficult. We could give up Clowney, but I don't think Clowney is going to get the job done. Maybe if I throw Clowney in the deal, We still have to make up $6 million. And I give him Devon Hamilton. We still have to make up $4 million. Roquan Smith might be out of the question because we already are playing with negative cap. We're already playing with $3 million negative. So Roquan Smith, I don't think is an option. We got to go for somebody that's cheaper. Or we could simply go for a draft pick. I mean, that's not out of the question yet. Isaiah Simmons is intriguing. I do like Isaiah Simmons. He might be a little bit too expensive, though. If we throw Clowney to them, we have to make up $4 million. That's where we throw in Devon Hamilton. That puts us minus $1 million. All right, with our bad cap, I think it might have to be an actual draft pick, which kind of is kind of lame, but I mean, we just don't have really any cap space because we're paying a lot of players. Well-deserved. We're paying a lot of players well-deserved money, but it just doesn't really seem like it's going to work out in our favor for this one. And we're going to think about that when the wheel spins come up later on in the series. We are certainly going to have to think about possible salary cap issues. And I don't think there's going to be anybody here that I want. So let's go for an actual first round pick then, just to get the trade over with. So pick 5. I mean, we don't have to go for anything crazy. Like the Bengals have pick 24. That shouldn't be too hard to trade for. I probably should give up a player, but let's give up a 3rd round pick. Where are we at with this? So okay. We can improve the trade. They are interested in a lineman, and maybe Clowney is the guy to get it done. Maybe Jadeveon Clowney is the guy to get it done. That helps a lot. But do I want to give Jadeveon Clowney up? Do I really want to give Jadeveon? I mean, we just brought him in this offseason, but he might have to be a casualty. I could go and give another draft pick. I'm going to keep the 1st round pick that we have in 2027 because you never know when we're going to have to trade it. So I could give you 2 3rd round picks and Jadeveon Clowney. What do you say to that? Trade is declined. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to give a 4th round pick for this year. Maybe that'll go through. Trade declined. So is it going to be 2 3rd round picks for this year? For a 1st round pick? Trade offer was accepted. So Jadeveon Clowney goes to the Cincinnati Bengals and 2 3rd round picks for a 1st round pick, pick 24. I probably should have picked a lesser or a lower end pick, like pick 27 or something like that. But we do have a 1st round pick again, which could be used in a potential trade. Because remember, we're not doing an offseason this year, so the draft really has no meaning. I will still scout. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I haven't decided fully if I'm going to scout yet or not. But with that being said, it's time to go into the game. Actually, I want to show you guys the lineup. I haven't showed you guys the lineup yet because Mr. Jonathan Taylor is now a superstar development player. I didn't change him. I guess it just took him preseason to go up. He must have had a monster. I don't know what happened. Maybe it was when I simulated from the offseason to the preseason. I don't know what it was, but he went up to a superstar. The only guy that I changed, I gave Jeff Sewell superstar like I told you I was going to do. I gave Kalen Cousins back his superstar like I told you I was going to do. I don't know if I changed anybody else. I gave Trayvon Diggs back to star. He was normal for some reason. And Matt Peterson's back to superstar. I think he went down to star. But other than that, I don't think I changed anybody else. So that's what the team's looking like now. We've got some new additions. We have Romeo Goddard on the team now. He is the defensive tackle that we traded for in the draft. That was pretty cool. I don't want to do the save thing. No, sorry about that. I pressed the R3 button on accident. But that's a action-packed start to the episode, and we haven't even gotten to the gameplay yet. We're going up against the Cleveland Browns, who have Myles Garrett. We've played the Browns before. I think we opened last year with the Cleveland Browns, if I'm not mistaken. I think they still have Baker. Let's take a look at their roster. I think they might have Baker still. Did we play the Browns in the playoffs? I'm not 100% sure if we did or not. They have Baker still at quarterback. They have Nick Chubb still. They have Devontae Smith. Did we trade them to Devontae, or did he sign a free? I don't remember. They still have Odell. They still have Jarvis. They have Austin Hooper at tight end. Their offensive line is not amazing. It's pretty decent. Their defensive line is only good because they have Myles Garrett. Their linebacking core is not great. They have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Their cornerback room is good with Ward and Newsome, but that's about it. Their safeties are pretty good. Their kicker's horrible. Their kicker, what's his accuracy and stuff? His kick power is 88, his 70 accuracy. So if we stop them on some pretty deep plays and they have to kick some field goals, they might alter their plans and not kick those field goals because they have such a bad kicker. But it's week 1 of the final season against the Cleveland Browns. We've already made a trade in this episode, something that I wasn't planning on doing, but hey, the wheel spin said it, so we got to do what the wheel spin says. Cleveland versus Chicago. Final season begins right now.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Browns and the reigning Super Bowl champs on Thursday night primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going in?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The final season of Cougars football is underway in the Windy City Stadium as the Cougars battle the Browns on Thursday night prime time. And two-time defending Super Bowl quarterback Trey Lance marches with his offense out here. Hopefully he can keep on developing and lower the amount of interceptions that I throw with him. That's the goal for this season. I want to throw sub 20 interceptions with Trey Lance. I know that sounds pretty easy to a lot of you guys, but for me, it is difficult to not throw interceptions. I make some stupid decisions in some of these games. And that's going to be a quick throw to Tajay Chamberlain. And for some reason, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah already has his X Factor activated. I'm not sure how that's possible, but what does he have? Hold on. Let me go to the Browns. He just needed, I don't know how he got into the zone, but he needs like 4 more yards to get unactivated from it. We need to make sure that what's-his-face, Myles Garrett doesn't affect us, but just out of the reach of Jamar Chase. That would have been a massive catch. But Trey Lance, I told you, without that X Factor activated, Trey Lance is a very average quarterback in this league. But with the X Factor activated, he is a beast, one of the best in the league. We get a close-up of the all-time leader in interceptions in a season, Pat Surtain. Maybe he can capitalize on that. We're going to throw that quickly. That was a bad decision right there. You saw me have a bad decision right there. I'm just glad that Owusu-Koramoah didn't pick me off. And we start week 1 with our first possession going to 4th down, and we're not going for it. We are going for it because, you know, we don't punt the football on this channel. And I threw a pick on week 1. You see? You see what happens? Do you see? That's basically an arm punt. We can think about that. We can think about it like that. That's basically an arm punt. But you see what happens? That's what happens with me. I throw stupid passes. There's no reason I should have thrown that pass. Especially on the run with Trey Lance. He's notorious for incomplete passes or inaccurate passes throwing on the run. And I did it right there. I'm an idiot. We're already not on track to throw under 20 interceptions. Why is Nick Chubb wide open? There's the rookie Ali, but he completely whiffed on the tackle. AJ Terrell makes the tackle. I don't know why Nick Chubb, was that a Texas route? I don't know what he was, but he was wide open. The Browns are going to capitalize here. I wouldn't be surprised. They're going to give that to Nick Chubb. They are feeding Chubb heavily. It's been all Nick Chubb on the first 3 plays of the game. It's been 2 runs and a big pass to him. And I'm excited to use Romeo Goddard for the first time. Drafted by the Buffalo Bills, has developed very, very well as Nick Chubb absolutely bodied. I don't know who it was, but he sent him to the stratosphere with that stiff arm. That was Derrick Henry-esque on that stiff arm. And the Browns are cooking here on their first drive of the game. Trent Favors is able to shut it down for nothing, really. I'm scared. I am terrified of this Cleveland Brown team, especially the way their defense played on the first drive, and Nick Chubb is just absolutely bodying us on these runs. He's making us act like little babies. It's absolutely crazy. It is 3rd and 2, though. If we can get lucky here, they're going to give it to their backup. I don't know why they'd give it to their backup. Pollard has no shots. It's not Tony Pollard, but some sort of Pollard. And you see, they don't believe in their kicker. This could be also just be them being aggressive on the first play or the first drive of the game. That's a quick throw. Incomplete. All right. The boys come clutch on defense. And we get to redeem ourselves. But that also, it could be them being aggressive, but it also could be them not believing in their kicker. We saw that he was a 69 overall with pretty low accuracy. So it could be a combination of both. Could be one, I don't know really. It's too hard to tell because it is the CPU and they tend to make very poor decisions. But that's press coverage on Terry McLaurin. If that safety doesn't go help him, he did. Okay. Well, kinda. Jamar, why did you not animate on that one? 1 for 5 for Trey Lance in week 1. That is not really good. I don't know why Jamar Chase didn't animate there. I pressed the button. Maybe he just wasn't in the right spot. I don't know what it was, but I got to throw this. I got to catch this with Tajay Chamberlain. Thank you, Tajay. He's been our only 2 catches of the day so far. This pass rush for the Cleveland Browns is causing me fits. Jonathan Taylor's going really nowhere. Let's do double slants. Double slants usually works. Oh, good chop block on what's his face? Myles Garrett. That was a good, he went for the legs. He went low and he took out Myles Garrett. That's our new right tackle, by the way. Why is nobody open? Tajay again with the catch. Owusu-Koramoah very easily could have picked that off, by the way. But we're moving and shaking. Oh, I forgot my backup was Juan Jordan. That's not great. I mean, Juan Jordan's a fine running back. He just really hasn't developed as good as I would like to. But we got Gambler activated, and you know what happens with Gambler activated? No interceptions to CPU defenders. We have 2 incompletions to spare. I'm going to set my feet, throw it, and that's Terry McLaurin for his first catch of the season. He had a phenomenal year last year. If he wasn't already an X Factor, he would have been an X Factor coming into this season. Same with Trey Lance. He had a great season too. A little bit too many interceptions, but he had a good enough season to push him to an X Factor if he wasn't already. He got it earlier in the year, by the way. If you missed that episode, go back and check it out. Let's roll out to the outside. I've got escape artist. Don't forget it. I've got escape artist. Trey Lance. So close. So very close. Do we give this to Jonathan Taylor? I think he might. Oh, Myles Garrett's on that left side now. I believe in Jonathan Taylor. Get in the. I don't believe in Jonathan. I don't believe in this offensive line. I shouldn't say I don't believe in Jonathan Taylor. I don't believe in this offensive line. That was god awful. What kind of defense or what kind of blocking was that? Give that to Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase is in the end zone. And he scores the first touchdown of the season. Maybe we can get him to an X Factor. Maybe we can get him to an X Factor. Man, I cannot believe that the Browns didn't kick the field goal there. They obviously should have. What else was open here? If I wouldn't have thrown Jamar, is Terry open? Terry might have been, but knowing Madden, he would have been thrown outside and he wouldn't have got the touchdown there. But luckily Jamar gets thrown inside and he's able to get across the line for a touchdown. What kind of celebration did he do here? He did like a praise the Lord, praise baby Jesus celebration here. Yeah, there it is. Praise the Lord, Jamar. Praise the Lord, because you are a Chicago Cougar. You are a 2-time Super Bowl champion. Praise the Lord, the Chicago Cougars are back for one final season. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ah-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. That's a cool shot right there. Ah-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Can I zoom in any further? No, this is as close as I can get to Jamar. That's a pretty cool shot, though. Maybe I'll use that as the thumbnail. Who knows? But we lead 6-0 on the Browns. Make it 7-0, Mr. Rodrigo Blankenship. That's a big-time lead. That's huge, actually, because the Browns were moving up the field with ease on us in their first drive, and we got lucky with that quick throw on 4th down that we were able to knock incomplete. We'll see how the defense does on the next drive here for Cleveland. Baker looked pretty sharp, although I shouldn't say that. Nick Chubb looked pretty sharp. Nick Chubb looked pretty good. And they're going to give this to Baker. He's going to go deep. He's going to get picked off on the first play. It's Justin Reed. Justin Reed, the man who saved us in the Super Bowl last year, or it was the AFC Championship, one of the games in the playoffs. He made a big-time play, and we are back in business. Baker goes double coverage. I don't know what he was thinking here. A.J. Terrell had him on lock. He tries to go Devontae Smith, former Chicago Cougar, and Justin Reed reads it. Funny. And picks it off. Doesn't get a pick six, but we don't need a pick six because we got Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor breaks one tackle. Doesn't get to the end zone, but he gets to the 2. If we can get one more run from Jonathan Taylor. Block somebody, please! Owusu Koromora. 2nd down and goal. Come on. Give me just one decent block. Thank you. Jonathan Taylor in the end zone. And just like that, we're up 2 touchdowns. Oh, what's this? Oh. Okay. I see you, JT. Let's go, baby. It is a 14-0 lead over the Cleveland Browns in week number 1. Bada bing, bada boom. That's how it happens, baby. I don't know what Baker was doing. He tried to go double coverage with Devontae Smith. I guess it wasn't technically double coverage because Devontae Smith burned A.J. Terrell off the line. And that's probably what Baker saw, and he just chucked it up one-on-one. But then Justin Reed, being the great safety that he is, he read that, and he picked him off. That's why I'm glad I didn't end up trading Justin Reed for Roquan Smith or whatever it would end up being. Romeo Goddard with his first tackle as a Cougar. I'm very excited to have Romeo Goddard in the middle of this defense. Because now we have an elite defensive line. We have 3 X factors on the defensive line. That's crazy. And that's going to be a sack. Chase Young, the Predator, is hunting. He's on the prowl. Oh, did he do a bow and arrow celebration? Trent Favors was also in the mix there. Did he do like a bow and arrow celebration? He might have. Let me see this little bow and arrow celebration he did here. He tosses one up, tosses another one. Oh, that's cold-blooded from the Predator. That is cold-blooded from the Predator. Ba-bing! Look at that. Look at that. That looks like Randy Orton celebrating right there. But then we got the bow and arrow shot. Oh, that's cold. That's cold from Chase Young. Woo-hoo! Okay. We got 3rd and 18. The Cougars are hot. The fans are all standing up on their feet. Everybody, as opposed to standing up on their arms. I don't know. Trent Favors with the sack back to back. The boys are here. This defense is Studley. The Studley Boys is the nickname I should give them. The Studley Boys are here. This isn't gonna. Oh, that's a block in the back. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Punt returning is already hard enough in this game, and then we get added on with the block in the back. Good job, Jeff. Good job. All right, so we'll start at the 35, but that just gives us more time to use pad stats and stuff. Get some more rushes with Jonathan Taylor. 11 carries, 27 yards. Remember, we get the ball to start the second half too. No, we don't. They get the ball to start the second half. I am confused. They get the ball to start the second half. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that we did. I thought for a second that we did, but no, we got the ball to start this half. I'm going to use Escape Artist to my advantage, and I'm going to just take my yards, get an easy first down. Escape Artist is a complete game changer. You saw it to its full effect in the postseason. And it's amazing. Escape artist is a great ability. I'm glad that we were finally able to add it to Trey Lance, because that's certainly something he was missing. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. I won't even call into the play because we won't be able to. 2-minute warning comes and goes in the first half. It is 14-0. Cougars lead over the Cleveland Browns in week number 1, and we've still got our X factor. We have not missed a single pass, I don't think. Although now that I say that, I probably jinxed it. Ooh, yep, that would have been a pick. That would have been a pick if we didn't have Gambler activated. He only dropped it because it's Gambler. That certainly would have been a pick. Let's see if we can complete a pass here. Crap. 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 That's a pick too. We gotta go for it. We don't punt the football on this channel, boys. That was 2 bad plays in a row. Give that to Jonathan Taylor. Let him break the tackle. JT, I need you to break that tackle, my guy. It's simple. It's one-on-one. You got to break that tackle. He didn't do it, and we are stopped on 4th down. Can we get 3 in a row? Can we get 3 sacks in a row? Oh, I should have. I should have had 3 sacks in a row. I don't know how Kalen Cousins missed that. Baker is 1 for 4. He has crumbled in this first half. Both X Factors activated, Chase Young and Trent Favors. That is a daunting sight to see if you're an opposing quarterback. That's going to be a completed pass, but he will fall down out of bounds. It is 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Minute 31 to go. Baker has to back up. Baker Mayfield in trouble. I completely sold that. He's going to go for the first down. He's going to keep on going. Hit Baker hard. I hit him hard. He didn't fumble the football, surprisingly. Baker Mayfield makes it a big-time play. I shouldn't have dove with Chase Young. I know better. That's going to be completed to Nick Chubb. We'll stop him there. And with 54 seconds left, the Browns are on pace to do the double. What's the double? It is scoring before the half and then scoring at the beginning of the second half. And they are very close to doing the first part of that. Was I offside there? Oh, of course, A.J. Terrell's going to pick that off. I think I was offside, though. Of course, A.J. Terrell gets an interception here. Was Chase Young offside? Was I offside? I got to go back and look at that. Was I offside? Instant replay. Hold on. Was I offside? Let me turn this camera around. Unless his arm counts as being offside. Did they call this because his arm is across the line? Because he's pointing? Is that the reason they called this? Oh my God. Out of all the things that they could call, because Chase Young is pointing at Baker, I'd assume. I don't think he's pointing to nobody, technically. But because he's pointing, they call, when the ball is snapped, they call this offside. I cannot believe my eyes. Absolutely unbelievable. Interception that we had clearly in the end zone has been denied because Chase Young wanted to point. He wanted to point, and that's why we are offside. Absolutely unreal. Pick that. Oh, A.J. Terrell could have had his revenge. He needs to have Acrobat on there. If he has Acrobat, that's an interception, no doubt. It's 3rd and 1. 37 seconds left. The Browns are very close to scoring here. It's going to be a screen pass. Nick Chubb will break one tackle. He'll get down to the 5. They call their first timeout. That was a really interesting call. A screen I was not looking for. I was not ready for a screen. Baker. He's rolling around. He's got time, and he throws it out of bounds eventually. Incomplete. We're getting to Baker. We're forcing pressure. I just can't get those sacks that I'm looking for. That's going to be a touchdown. Yep, Austin Hooper. We had the interception. We had the interception, but it's denied and overturned because of a point. He was offside. His arm was across the line because he was pointing to the offense. Chase Young just cost us 7 points. That's how you determine. Like he cost us 7 points because we turned them over, and because he was offside, they scored a touchdown. It's as simple as that. Unreal. Actually unreal. Like, I cannot believe that just happened. The sequence that I just witnessed right there. 19 seconds. Do we try anything crazy? I kind of want to. I've already thrown an interception in this game, so it's not like I am opposed to throwing them. And that's Jamar Chase. He breaks one tackle. We've got plenty of timeouts. We're going to use one here. 10 seconds. If worse comes to worse... Ow. If worse comes to worse, Rodrigo Blankenship is in field goal range, but I don't want a field goal. I want big-time tutties. Let's go with Scary Terry on a post. This could be a bad idea. Yeah, it's a bad idea because I don't want him to get affected by TJ Hawkinson. I feel like I'd be bringing too many people into the middle of the field there. There's Terry McLaurin. He's wide open. Get down, Terry. That's a long 3 seconds. That clock did not tick off. That was probably 2 seconds that it didn't take. Yeah, we got to kick the field goal here. We can't. We don't have enough time to throw quick. Unless, do I believe in myself? Nah, let's kick a field goal here. Rodrigo Blankenship up and good. We go up by 10 to end the half. I might have been able to get a touchdown there, but I didn't want to risk anything. Points are points. Might as well take it. Baker getting ready to come back on the field after a very good drive last drive to end the half. That Jamar Chase catch was pretty crucial too. Ooh, there's the rookie Locklear. Jarvis Landry will just kneel it down. And we'll start the second half up 10 points. Get there, get to them. They're going to give it to Nick Chubb. Stop him. Good job. AJ Terrell went low. He was about to break that tackle of Justin Reed there. Big time stop. It's 2nd down and 3. Surprisingly, they've run the... And that's a false... Is that a false start or is it offside? Or encroachment? All right, so they repaid the favor, I guess. They repaid the favor. I'll take it. I get not really because they scored a touchdown on ours. But it works. I'll take it. Whatever. That's going to be quick. AJ, where are you going, my guy? And he broke a tackle. That's a big hit. Teammate to former teammate. Devonta Smith gets leveled there. Of course he breaks the tackle. Why does every player, every CPU player, always break the initial tackle? It feels like it just happens every single time. It's crazy. Pick that, AJ. He gets his interception. AJ Terrell has been the GOAT since he's been brought in here with that trade. Thank you, AJ, for picking that off. I got to change the play. I see a man one-on-one in press coverage. I cannot allow this to not be attended to. It's not going to work for the most part, so I'll just take off and run here and get out of bounds. But I had to take the risk, okay? I had to take the opportunity. When they go press coverage, you have to change it and just at least try. You have to at least try to see if what... Because you never know. Terry McLaurin might have dusted his man, and then we would have been in the end zone. Jonathan Taylor, easy first down. We're going to run it back because it worked so well. That time didn't work as well, but we still got decent yards. Very decent yards. The offensive line getting their work in. I don't know why they're getting on the bench there. They should be out on the field because they're currently on offense, but whatever. Quick throw. There's Jamar Chase. Juke move didn't work. I think that might have been Grant Delpit who stopped the juke move initially. We'll go speed dig, and it could be... Who's going to be open here? Not really a whole lot, but I've got Escape Artist, and Trey Lance has got some speed. Not a whole lot of speed. Myles Garrett got there quick. I thought Trey was going to be a little bit faster than that. Luckily, he didn't fumble. I probably could have thrown TJ Hawkinson if I had the opportunity to. Oh, great block, and Taylor is into the end zone again. They don't call him Jonathan Taylor touchdown for nothing. He's in the end zone again for the second time on the ground. Blankenship will come in, and he will put this one up. 24-7, baby. 24-7. Nick Chubb's asking, what's going on? Why'd you let him just walk all over you like that? Blankenship will send this down to Jarvis Landry, and he will kneel it as always. And with 3:50 to go in the third quarter, Baker and the Browns are in danger. They need something to go their way very soon, or it's going to get out of hand quickly. That's going to be Nick Chubb. He's going to break one tackle. Russ Telfer will eventually wrestle him down. 2nd down and 7. They can't really afford to run the football at this point. They have to pass it, really, if they want to get touchdowns quick. I mean, I guess Nick Chubb could make something happen. How did that not get knocked down at least? Penei still gave him a little shove, and now he's talking to Odell. Oh, a little bit of trash talk from Odell and Penei Sewell. That's pretty cool. He gave him a little shove, and Odell let him hear it. I don't know how Pat Surtain didn't knock that down, though. He, like, went through him, it looked like. But Trent Favors will shut down the run right after the completed catch from Odell, and it'll be a 2nd down and 9. The clock is winding down. The clock is not on the side of the Cleveland Browns. They've got to go, and they got to go quickly. Chase Young and Trent Favors will wrap him up. Nick Chubb's going nowhere. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. And Studleyville is coming to play here. I like that nickname. Studleyville for the defense. Baker's going to heave it. One-on-one. Pat Surtain. He picked it off, but it was out of bounds. I can't believe you went one-on-one. You went one-on-one with the greatest cornerback in the league. Mistake. First punt for the Cleveland Browns, because you know that we don't punt. And that's going to be out of bounds at the 11. Okay, I'll take that. Could have been worse. Could have been very worse. But we're going to give this to Jonathan Taylor. We're going to let him cook. Oh, they got everybody up on the line. I would assume they're going to back off. No, they don't back off. So we're going to have a lot of space. Jonathan Taylor. They didn't back off. They probably should have. You made a mistake. And I've still got Gambler activated. I love to hear it. There's Owusu Koromora. But Jonathan Taylor just keeps pounding. He just keeps on pounding. There we go again. Jonathan Taylor trying to fight. He'll get denied, but he will get to 3rd and inches. We'll go for a play action now. Is Hawkinson going to be there? Hawkinson's there. His first catch is a Cougar. Is a big-time first down on 3rd down. Oh, we gave him the captaincy already. Okay. I don't know if he's really deserved it. He just got here, but whatever. Maybe I'll change that. Maybe I won't. Juan Jordan's going absolutely nowhere on his first carry. If Trey Lance doesn't have Gambler activated on that throw, that's probably not a completed catch. That shows you how good X Factor is, especially for a guy like Trey Lance. I'm going to dive. I don't like that. That was very risky. Very possible fumble attempt there. And it is the start of the 4th quarter. Up 24-7 on 3rd down and inches. Taylor will get the first down, and we will continue to smooth sail right to a 1-0 record here in week number 1. And the wheel spin was kind to us, just making us trade for a 1st-round pick. I mean, we did have to give away Jadeveon Clowney, who I was kind of excited about to have on this defense. I was kind of excited to have him rotate in with Favors and Trace Young, but whatever. I mean, if worse comes to worse, we can always trade for him back. I'm sure he wouldn't be that expensive to trade for. We have a lot of draft picks, so that could possibly work. Plus, with that trade, we also freed up some cap space, so now we're no longer negative, so that's a plus. That's a big-time plus. Especially when you think about possible trades that we might have to make later in the season with the wheel. You never know. We're going to give this to Jamar Chase. See if he can get a rushing touchdown as well. I'm going to try and get the edge. Jamar, no! Johnson III was able to wrap me up. I thought I might have been able to get the edge there. Is Terry going to be open here, or is there going to be TJ? Terry, all day. All day. He's wide open. I don't even know if the corner moved. Is that Denzel Ward? I don't even know if he moved. Easy buckets. And we are going to win on week number 1. And this has been semi-easy. That first quarter gave me a little bit of the nervous poos. A little turtle head was popping out, I could say. Nick Chubb was absolutely killing us. But ever since that first quarter, we've kind of put him in check. We've put Baker in check. And our offense has absolutely smoked this defense. Which is what I expected, because our offense is a lot better than this defense is. They really only have like 3 to 4 really solid players on defense. Other than that, they have nobody that's as good as what we have. Cam Curl is pressed up with Odell Beckham Jr. That cannot be good. Cam Curl's good, but he's not that good. And they're going to go to Nick Chubb. I feel like they always go to Nick Chubb. Oh my God, Justin Reed, just retire. You got to retire after that. You got your head taken off by Nick Chubb's arm. That was disgusting. I'm just glad we've gotten a couple sacks. Usually I don't get a lot of sacks in a game, but was I offside again? You got to be kidding me. That time I might actually have been offside, not just the arm. And Pat Surtain got stiff arm too. I'm not trying to be offside. I'm not even like moving the guy up. I don't know what's going on here. His arm might have been across the line. I don't know. He likes to point. Chase Young likes to point to everybody. And that costs us some offsides sometimes. That's going to be a catch by Devonta Smith. And he's got to get hit again. He has not fumbled yet. And I don't remember him fumbling that often when he was playing for us. But he's gotten hit pretty hard in this game. I wouldn't be surprised if one pops out. That's going to be another screen. They're liking their screens here. There's another arm tackle that's broken by Nick Chubb. And with 4 minutes to go in this game, the Browns are closing in on a touchdown. Will they get it? Maybe. Probably. Will they throw an interception? I hope so. They're going to give it to Chubb. He's going to get obliterated by Darrell Royals. And Royals is going to do a little bit of trash talking. 3rd and 3 for the Brownies. What are they going to do here? They're going to give it to Chubb. We're going to seal the edge, kind of. If you could count that as sealing the edge, it kind of worked. It was a little bit scuffed, but in the end it worked, and they're going to go for this on 4th down and 2. They have to. I mean, this is obvious go-for-it territory. And it's going to be a quick throw caught by Jarvis, one of the best hands, some of the best hands in the entire league. Good quick throw by Baker. That was a good decision. That's his first catch of the game. I don't think Odell has one. Does he have one? I can't remember. That's a sack, Trev Favors. That's 2 for him. He was very close. He was like 3 sacks away, I think, from the all-time record. Maybe he can get it today. Or not today. This season, maybe he can get it. He's got his X Factor activated for the second time. How many times? That's got to be... I got to find that out. How many times has one player had their X Factor activated in a single game? It can't be more than 2, right? That's going to be incomplete. Cam Curl knocks it down. Don't know why Baker chose that as his intended target, but whatever. He did, and it was incomplete. 3rd and 17. Under 2 minutes to go in the game. Trent Favors is on his way. Oh, you got to knock that down at least. Thank you. If you're not going to pick it off, just knock it down. I don't care what happens. It is 4th and 17. They're clearly going to go for this. No surprise here. Whatever you do, Chase Young, don't point. Jeez. Baker's got time. Baker's got a lot of time. Oh, the rookie! It's the rookie Ali! Oh my God, sting like a butterfly, float like a bee. I said that backwards, but I don't care because I'm hyped that the rookie gets a pick in his first game. I don't remember what his first name is. I'm just going to call him Muhammad. I forget what his first name is. Let's take a shot here. We got Gambler activated. What's the worst that could happen? That's the worst that could happen. Myles Garrett coming off the edge unblocked is the worst that could happen. So that solves that question. I'm going to send Terry McLaurin deep. I don't care. We're going to win this game anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just run this football with Trey Lance. Oh, he stripped it! Get that ball! He stripped it! Denzel Ward! Denzel strips Trey Lance. and it stayed in bounds. That was impressive. I got to give credit to Denzel Ward there. Got to give credit to Denzel Ward. Oh, I hit Baker too. 3 picks for Baker Mayfield. That is a bad day. I mean, we have 1. We probably should have at least 3 or 4, but Gamblers saved us a couple of times. That's going to be... Oh, what? I thought Cam Curl knocked that away. Whatever. The camera kind of made you think that he knocked it away, but I guess he didn't. He clearly didn't because it's 3rd and 1. Baker changing the play at the line. Well, in the shotgun. There's the snap. Favors will not do anything, but Surtain, he's been close twice now. Oh, he just can't get one. Pat Surtain has 2, technically, but they've both been out of bounds. That's going to be a quick throw. A.J. Terrell knocks it incomplete, and the Browns can't do it. That's going to be the end of the game. Now I will really just run the clock down. A.J. Terrell's been a beast today. Oh, that's not good. Owusu Koramoah came in unblocked. Not good. We're going to do that same play, though. Cut it back inside. Break a tackle. And that's 35 seconds. Maybe I'll get one more play off. Jamar Chase deep. What are the odds? What are the odds here? Just heave it deep. Jamar Chase. Oh, it's picked off. Okay, we didn't need to do that, Denzel. Okay, just bring him down, please. Thank you. We didn't need to do that. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown that pass, because now it makes Trey Lance's stat line look a little bit worse than it actually is, because now he has 2 interceptions on the day. See, these are the reasons why he has 30 interceptions in a season, because I throw stupid stuff like that. And that's going to be a deep one in the end zone. Picked off by Justin Reed. Cut it back inside. Justin, take it. No. Close. But that's 2 picks for Justin Reed. I don't even know how he picked that off. I didn't think anybody was going to get it. I thought it would just be knocked down. But we asserted our dominance on defense here. I love it. Trey Lance, 12 of 20, 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, and let's disregard the 2 picks. Those aren't real interceptions. We're just going to disregard those. Good day for him. 25 carries, 111 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor. Amazing day for him. 4 catches, 81 yards for Jamar Chase. 3 catches, 54 yards for Terry McLaurin. And Tajay Chamberlain had some big-time plays in the first quarter. Defensively, Russ Telfer had 7 tackles. We had 2 sacks from Trent Favors, 1 from Chase Young, and then it was an absolute pick party. 2 for Justin Reed. Oh, it's Alex Ali. Okay. 1 for him, and then 1 for A.J. Terrell. Absolutely amazing. No pick sixes, but to get 4 interceptions in week 1, this defense is elite. This defense is a turnover party, and we start 1-0 on the final season. We're on a good road to start to defend this title. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we start next episode against the 0-1 Rams in SoFi. Got to go up against Jalen Ramsey, probably against Aaron Donald. I don't know if he's probably still there. It's going to be an interesting matchup, but they lost week 1, so how good can they be? Our defense proved that we are elite, and we'll have a wheel spin next episode, so that's going to be interesting. I hope you guys did enjoy. As always, don't forget to leave your comments down below on anything that you want to talk about, but especially the wheel spin. If you want to add your ideas, add your suggestions to the wheel, I will certainly read them and then add them to the wheel if I like them. I probably will. They don't go too crazy. You know the limits. Don't go too crazy. Like, oh, trade Trey Lance for a 7th round pick. Don't do anything like that. That's stupid. I'm not going to do that. If we get that wheel, then I'll just throw it away. But you guys know what to do. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Join the Juice Club. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.